Hi, it's Debbie. Are you guys ready to craft with me? Tonight we're going to work on our little Club Couture design of the month, and it's going to be lemons. Look at this design. There's these lemons over here and then a bunch of slices here. So you can choose what you want to do. Basically 2 designs in this. So let me tell you a little bit about our monthly Club Couture subscription. What it is a subscription that costs you $20 a month, and they ship it out to you every month, and it arrives at your doorstep with a transfer, an 8.5 by 11-inch transfer, and some type of surface. Now this month is the first month they've tried this acrylic piece, and it comes with a little piece of twine. But it's going to be really neat to see how this works. I'm excited. Last month they had like a canvas makeup tote to ink on. And in previous months it's either been a chalkable chip piece, but some accessory comes with it that you can decorate. Now it also comes with 3 coordinating paste packets to complete your design with. Something that they think will bring out the beauty of the design, they will send with you. Now these are individual paste packets, and they're meant for kind of for a single use, but there's enough for a lot of projects in here. So I advise cutting them off at the bottom a little bit, just so that you can keep this part that says what color it is. Cut off a little piece, take out a little bit that you think you're going to use, and then when you're done, roll up the cut edge and seal it with tape, and then I stick mine in a plastic bag that I seal. So don't squirt out more than you can use. Do it a little at a time so that you can get many projects out of these paste packs. So these are our individual paste packets. Now, because I already have jars, I'm going to deviate the colors just a little bit from what they have. So they included guava. I'm going to use Squeeze. Squeeze is one of our en vogue colors, which is kind of seasonal, and it just came out last month. Pretty similar, but they're okay. Meadow, I do have Meadow here in a jar. It's the very end of it. And then there included Bumblebee, and I just got in my Pucker today. Pucker is our color of the month. They're very similar. I just got it in today, and I have not even looked at it. Let's open it up. So right now it arrives sealed like this. I'm just going to lift this lid, and I'm trying not to get it all over me. Look at this color. Can you see the shimmer in that? I don't know if you guys can really see the shimmer. I'm just going to scrape off the top of this so that I can get every last little piece out. Let me see if I turn on my ring light, if you guys can see it better. The color, there you go. But it does have some little shimmers to it. So I'm going to use that today. Here's our Squeeze. And I'm also going to use Fresh, which is another en vogue color. It's also there's no glitter in here, but it's shimmery. So I'm going to use it on the back of the plexiglass to be like a background. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, I've gone ahead and cut a line in between my 2 transfers. I know I'm going to use this transfer. Now, these are reusable and sticky. So it's going to stick really, really strongly to this plexiglass. You want to make sure that you fuzz this by either attaching it to your shirt, rubbing it on and lifting it a few times, or to your fuzzing towel, or any type of towel. Your goal is to pick up a little bit of lint, dust, whatever, that will temper that stickiness so that it will still stick, but won't grab so hard that when you pull it off, it stretches the transfer out. And that usually happens when you're chalking on a plastic surface or glass. So I'm going to fuzz it several times. I don't normally do this many, but the plexiglass will hold it. Hey guys, the word to comment tonight, the keyword is club, C-L-U-B. That will get you information. If you type it in the comments, check your messenger, you'll have a message from me. It'll have a link in it, which will take you to a page where it tells you all about the club, how much it costs, what you'll receive, and a sign-up page. So you can take a look at it without signing up, just kind of to gauge your interest, see what you think of it, but type club into the comments. Also, if you're watching live, then you'll see that live box up in the corner. If you're not, please type in hashtag replay so that I know that you watched. It'll keep my post boosting in the feed so other people will see it and it won't disappear as quickly. Also, please feel free to share this with anyone that you think would be interested. Like and follow my page. And also type in exclamation point notify. Exclamation point NOTIFY without any spaces, all is one word, to be notified when I go live. That way you won't miss anything and I'll get to chat with you more often. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. So this plastic, see how it looks cloudy? This acrylic piece has 2 coverings on it. Now this is just to protect it from getting scratched. So you're going to want to peel these off. And sometimes it's a little tough just to grab it. Okay, here it is. Now see how clear it is? Completely translucent. I'm going to put down one side. It doesn't matter which side. And I'm just going to go ahead and take my transfer and put it on here. I'm trying to figure out which way I want it to go. I don't think it really matters, but I'm just going to center this on here so that it's straight. And I don't think it really matters if it's straight or not, but make sure there's not any air bubbles around the silk screen. The silk screen is the areas that you can see through, and that's where the paste is going to go through down to the surface below. Just make sure there's not any air bubbles. And then my my meadow green paste was a little dry. So I just spray some distilled water into it. You guys are a little crooked. And stir it up so that it's a little thinner. It should be the consistency of a tub of frosting. When you buy a jar or a can of frosting and it's smooth and creamy, it should be like that, like a sour cream. And like I said, this is the end of my meadow. It's getting way down to the bottom, but I just stirred it up. And now I'm going to get a squeegee and I'm going to work on my leaves first. So I'm just going to get a little bit of paste on my squeegee. This is the mini squeegee, and one end has a bevel. One side is beveled and the other one's not. I applied it to my beveled end. And I am just going to apply this over the transfer where those leaves are. Now you do want to make sure that you peel this up from your transfer while the paste is still wet. And since my paste is a little dry, I'm going to kind of work, whoops, I got some on the green. Work a little quickly there. I got some on the lemon, I should say. Maybe it'll look like a almost ripe lemon. Or lime. And this paste does go on smoothly. It does, a little goes a long way, and it's very easy to use. I want to make sure I get every piece of that silk screen. So any place where you can see through, I want it to have paste. And I don't want to leave any spots uncovered. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm just trying to smooth out some of these surfaces so that when I pull it up, it's kind of a smooth surface. Okay, now since this is kind of a dry paste, I'm going to go ahead and release this. Remember I said that you want to remove it while the paste is still wet. I'm going to go ahead and peel this down. And as I peel it, I'm kind of looking to see if I missed any spots. This looks good so far. Now I'm not going to take it all the way down yet. I'm going to kind of replace it and press down on the areas where I have not pasted yet, because I still want that to be an area that will contain the paste. And I'm going to go to the other side and release the paste from the top. And you can see how beautifully that came out. Looks really good. So I'm just resticking the part where the lemon is. Whoops, and I'm also putting some green in there. Well, we're gonna have a little accent there. I'm making sure the silk screen around the lemon shape is stuck to the glass because it needs to contain that paste. Now, my first time using this pucker paste. Look how beautiful, guys. Oh, so pretty. I'm just gonna start applying it right over my lemon areas. Oh, it's so glittery. It's glistening, guys. It is really, really pretty. And I think that the green that I got extra on here might actually enhance this lime to give it a little lemon, to give it a little bit of depth. Once again, make sure you go all the way to the edges, edge to edge for your designs. Oftentimes I will skip an edge and then I'm so disappointed when I pull it up and it's got a missed area. Now you can mix these pastes if you wanted to. If you wanted to make this more of a lime green, you could mix a couple paste colors, maybe a green and a yellow. Or you could also do like an ombre where you it's kind of like a marbling effect. I do have an air bubble. I have an air bubble like right here. So we'll see how that affects it. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift it up and I'm gonna look at the green in that lemon. Now, if there's any place I missed, I'll put it back down again right away and re-chalk it. But actually, guys, it's perfect. Look at that. I know you can't quite see it, but I'm going to show you a technique that we're going to use to make it more apparent. I'm going to go ahead and wash this transfer. Now, this is an important part of using these transfers. The silk screen right now has paste in it. That's what allows the paste to create the design. You want to make sure that you clean this up as soon as possible and remove any of that paste from the silk screen. Now, since this was a shimmery paste, it's going to be a little bit harder to clean and it may leave a little shimmer behind. But I just go over it one time with a paper towel to get most of this off. And then I use what's called a board eraser. Now, these are your friend. They're really good at cleaning up. Don't neglect to get one of these. They last a while. There's 2 in a pack and they're very inexpensive. They're like a magic eraser sponge, but they don't have any chemicals, so they won't harm the sticky part of your transfer. Did I tell you that they're reusable between 8 and 12 times? They are, but you want to make sure that you clean them right away to make sure that you can reuse them. This is such a beautiful transfer. I love lemons. Do you guys love lemons? Tell me where you're watching from and whether you have lemons growing in your area. I live in Tucson, Arizona, and we have a lot of lemons and grapefruit and oranges. And this time of year, everything starts to bloom and it smells amazing. Those orange flowers, oh, it's gorgeous. It's such a pretty smell. Okay, so I went over lightly on my sticky side. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Can you see? I need to go this way, I think. So I'm just gonna go over this lightly. This is the sticky side. You wanna go gentle on this side. You don't wanna harm that sticky. And then I'm gonna go over the non-sticky side with my paper towel to take out any moisture that I have. And then make sure you save your backer sheets because they are what protects your transfer when you store it. So I'm gonna try to line this up as best I can. so that all the sticky parts are on this transfer backer. And it looks pretty good. And notice how you can see through all this mesh again. That's because it's clean and it's ready for reuse. Then I stick it back in the plastic bag it comes in and I reuse it over and over again. I'm gonna go ahead and get my quick dry tool. And I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it, dry this up, because we're gonna flip it over and paint the back side. And you can tell when it's dry, it kind of changes colors. It gets a little less dark, it gets lighter and less shiny. And this does dry really quickly. You guys, this is such a great idea to get these subscription boxes. They're so inexpensive. You don't have to go out and hunt for anything. You have all the supplies there. All you need is a squeegee and a surface. So sometimes it may come with an accessory, but you might still need a surface. This month, the surface is included. And so you really don't need anything but a squeegee. Now, notice I have a little bit, let me see if this is dry. I have a little bit of green on this edge. Easy to clean up. I'm just gonna get a little bit of water on a paper towel and just wipe it. You can also kind of scratch at it and it will come off. Okay, so this is dry. I'm gonna put it carefully down on my mat and I'm gonna go ahead and cap up my paste. I kind of like to do that right away just so they don't dry as fast. You still have working time, but it's kind of my process to clean up at the same time and less to clean up after I leave you guys. You guys, I just love some of these colors. This was the pucker, the color of the month. Now these appear on the first of each month. Each month there's a beautiful offering and they're limited in quantity. So you want to make sure you get them on the first of the month or soon after, because they do disappear and then you're sad. Okay, so I don't even know if you guys can see anything I'm doing. Let's see. I think that's better. Okay, so I have this face down and I'm gonna use my, what is this called? Fresh. And this is also glittery. It's not glittery, it's a shimmery paste. I'm gonna paint with it. I'm just gonna put my brush in and I don't want full coverage. I want like a swatchy look to it. And when you have some of these pastes, they're a little more translucent than some of our others. So I think the light will still shine through. We'll see how it looks. I know if I did a really solid color, it would look amazing. But I want to kind of see what it looks like. I may want to put another color behind it. But we'll see. I know I've seen it done with really bright colors behind it and it looks amazing. I kind of thought a blue background would be nice because it's kind of like the leaves poking through the sun with the sky behind. Okay, let's hold it up and see what it looks like. I like it. I think I would like it darker as well, but I think it looks really cool. What do you guys think? Give it a heart if you love it. Tell me what color you would have used for this. Would you have used a darker color for the background, a darker blue? I have darker blues. Would you have used, I saw it done with the squeeze behind it. It was amazing. Actually, I don't even know why I had the squeeze out here. Let's see. I do like that. I wonder if I should put another blue behind it. Let's see. This is our colonial blue. And this one as well. This is my very first paste I ever bought. So I still got it. I still love it. I thought it was such an amazing color when I bought it. And I just didn't realize that we had so many amazing colors to choose from. But since this is the tail end of my jar, it might be cool to lightly go over this right on top of that fresh color. Well, this one's a little thicker as well. It's one of our older formulas. And I just hope this isn't taking off the squeeze that I put on. No, actually, I think it's looking better. I think I'm liking it. And I don't want to do it too much because I just put on that other color. Okay. What do you guys think now? Is that better? A little more depth of color. Now it does come with this little string. And so we have something called our A-frame. And if you want to hang it from the A-frame, you could use the holes that are already in here and hang it from the A-frame. You could also put this string in it and hang it like it is. Or you could put it in a stand, and that's what it would look like. I'll turn off this light real quick and see if it shows the color differently. So what do you guys think? Do you love it? I love it. This is our Club Couture. It's our subscription box for this month. Get it, sign up for it. Type club in the comments. Give the video a heart. Share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. I love this. I hope you do too. And we still have lots of other things that we can do with this, with the transfer. And we will be using it for other display items. So we'll see what we can do, what we can come up with next. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.